like to give a special thanks to Playmates Toys for sending some of these products to us as a gift for free. What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabsome besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. I just watched Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir, the movie on Netflix. I cannot guarantee there will be no spoilers in this video. You have been warned. I thought the movie was super cute. It was kind of an origin story, so if you're new to Miraculous, you can still enjoy it without knowing all about the fandom. But now, I want a room with a view. Our tiny apartment does have a nice view, but I wouldn't mind a space that opens up. So let's get crafty. Let's make a hidden doll room using foam board. This foam board measures 22 by 28 inches. I bought it at the grocery store. Right now I have it laying so it is 22 inches tall and 28 inches wide. I measure up 13 inches. Then using an acrylic ruler and a sharp X-Acto knife, I cut the foam board, allowing the X-Acto knife to run along the ruler's edge to get a clean cut. And when cutting foam board, it always helps me to stand. Now I have a 13 by 28 inch board and a little under 9 by 28. For the other board, I take the 13 inch board and measure over 9 inches from the edge, score a line, being careful not to cut all the way through, so the board can bend. Repeat on the other side, so we have two 9-inch walls on the ends. I flip it over, measure over 11 inches, score a line, so it can bend. Repeat on the other side, so when we lift it up, we have a small recess. I take the remaining board that measured almost 9 inches, and I'm gonna cut a piece that is 14 inches long and 6 inches wide to go right in the middle. Let's cut 2 inches off one end, so we will glue one in the front and the other one in the back on the other side. But first, let's cut a window. Lightly in the center, I draw a rectangle with a 1/2 inch on the sides and the top and 1 inch at the bottom. I use the ruler and X-Acto knife to cut it out. To get our large window, I take the cutout from the window, lightly draw two 2-inch rectangles, draw 4 more rectangles on the inside, cut them out. I have a little bit of excess board on the side. I cut it into 4 1/4-inch strips, then cut to separate the 2 rectangles. I use the 1/4-inch strips to add another layer on top. I had to borrow a little bit of foam board from another scrap to get all the way around. I take clear plastic from packaging, cut 2 strips, and tape or glue them to the back to make 2 thin glass doors. On a piece of paper, I draw a rectangle. Mine's about 6 inches wide and a little under 6 inches tall. Sketch a design. I focused on drawing just 1/2. I draw over it with a marker, and I just mixed a couple of different pictures from Pinterest of Paris balconies to make this design. Then I photocopied it, cut it out, flipped it over, and glued it to the other side, and trace over it. Then I place it under my silicone mat and carefully go over the lines with hot glue. And even after all that, it still came out a little uneven. But we're gonna add a little strength using a few wooden dowels. I cut and glue them to the areas going straight across. Then peel it from the mat. It's still pretty wobbly, and while I think this will be fine once it's glued to the window, I'm gonna add a few sticks in the back. All right, let's hope that works. Then I begin painting it black, then allow it to dry. While waiting, I cut a scrap of foam board into 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch strips and glue them onto the side walls, layering them. Then I cut leftover pieces into 1/4 inch strips, including the foam board from the glass doors. Glue them onto the side walls, making framed rectangles. One of our little favorite ways of adding detail to a white room. Since this foam board is not as strong as I would like, and I'm choosing not to paint it, I take the foam board that I cut for the floor and cover it with a wood grain paper. I glue it into the center, then glue these little short walls onto the sides. Add more cut foam board to the bottom for the baseboards and across the top for strength. Let's take our hot glue railing and glue it behind the opening. Then I take our glass doors, or faux glass doors, and glue them on at an angle, so it looks like they have been left open. I take a leftover piece of foam board we cut earlier, cover it with green paper. This was from one of our grass printables. Then I glue artificial plants on top. Then glue it outside the window, so we can have a little bit of green. Cut a rectangle of foam board, glue more foam board onto the sides. Then I use a little poster putty to attach a picture, then stand it up and place it outside the window. Cut and cover more foam board to make floor extensions to make a room with a view in a hidden box room. And we can take those floors and place them inside, along with the backdrop, and fold it up for easy storage. Plus, we can change the view whenever we like because we attached it with poster putty. Place a light outside the window shining in to create a lit background for photos. And with this view, let's check out Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir, the movie, Ladybug and Cat Noir. Dolls from the 2-pack deluxe gift set. I saw this online with a price around $29. Ladybug is a little over 10 inches tall. Cat Noir is closer to 11. Ladybug has rooted hair, it does have product and is a little crunchy, removable earrings, a sculpted and painted mask that is not removable, is wearing her red and black costume, it's fabric and velcros in the back. However, I do notice a little staining on her hand. She wears red and black boots that are removable, and her feet have a slight incline. Cat Noir has a sculpted and painted mask as well that is not removable, molded hair with ears, wears a black uniform with a gold bell. The top of his uniform is a faux leather, and there's white stitching on the sides. He wears a long black belt and has charcoal gray boots. And these dolls actually have pretty good articulation. The head can pivot on the neck. There is rotation at the shoulder. We can go all the way around and out to the side. There is a double hinge at the elbow, so the doll can touch her face or hold a cell phone. And the hands, they turn at the wrist. This doll has good rotation at the hip and a double joint at the knee. And Cat Noir has the same articulation. Oh, and I almost forgot his sculpted ring. This set comes with a rose for an accessory. I like the articulation and I like that their costumes or uniforms are removable. It's pretty easy to balance them to stand. I think Ladybug's face sculpt is really cute here. I just would have loved if we had the option to remove their masks. We can get the movie dolls separately. I saw these online with a suggested retail price of $16.99. We can see the characters from the movie on the back. Ladybug has the same articulation and face sculpt, only this time she comes with her own accessory, and her suit is metallic. Cat Noir is pretty much the same, only he comes with a staff. And I just noticed that his neck articulation is different from Ladybug's. He can only turn his head from side to side. I cannot tilt it. We can get Ladybug out of uniform as herself, Mironette, dressed for a ball. I've seen this doll with prices ranging from $34 to a little under $40, dressed in a red gown with a satin skirt and tulle overlays. Some of them have glitter polka dots, and they are all trimmed with a silver thread. There are sheer wings attached in the back with glitter details. There are silver polka dots on the front, some red trim, and sheer sleeves. She comes wearing a pearl-colored necklace, has her blue hair pulled up with a glitter flower. She has her ladybug earrings and glitter eyeshadow. When comparing her in uniform and out of uniform, her eyes appear to be a little smaller and her lips as well. And the chin looks a little different, as well as the nose from the side. The head can only turn from side to side. I cannot tilt it, but we still get that double joint at the elbow and the knee. And she comes wearing flat glitter shoes. Here's her mask. It has sticky stuff on the other side, and we should be able to just attach it to her face, like that. And it's staying on, however it is pulling away just a little. Oh, and I just noticed her hair is a brighter blue. And she has her very own e-beetle. This is an official licensed product. The wheels can roll, it's red and black, has large windows that can open, the top opens, and so does the trunk. Inside, we have white seats and white seat belts. The doll fits in the car, and the steering wheel is adjustable. Mini Toya can fit in the car. However, her head is pushing on the ceiling. And there is space inside for a Kwami. This is a miracle box with a surprise Kwami. Fluff looks super cute. Let's see which one we have. And our Kwami is Daisy. I hope I'm saying that right. But the little Kwami can fit inside and go along for the ride. Thank you for joining us while we made a room with a view in a hidden box room and checked out a few dolls and accessories from Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir, the movie. And with their articulation, think about the possibilities. And can we get Adrian in a suit, please? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time.